Raiders will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Colorado's offense will take the field first. And here comes Julian Lewis, freshman prospect from the state of Georgia. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Ready to fire from the pistol. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado!
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field. They get on the scoreboard, David. And I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talked about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
So Texas Tech's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And it will be Will Hammond at the controls. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Dickey. Maybe a crease. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got room to work. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. He's got the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5. Short of the first.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Running inside. It's Young.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might as well stick with him. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Finds his big tight end. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the 1st down. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Williams. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry, and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate. And
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the 2nd one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. Throwing, Lewis. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The run inside, it's Williams. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Fakes to grab. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a roll.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Welch. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Pulls and fired complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. They'll run the counter. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Here's Lewis. Here comes the heat. Complete to the left. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, it's Young. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lewis. Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. On the gun on third down, Lewis. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So now on comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And guys, that 3-ball has us all tied up here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. He got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to run it. Turning it on. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better.
Fires toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Red Raiders! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Here's Lewis to throw. Finds his tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Right on the money. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. On the gun on third down, Lewis. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And just left that pass short, not enough juice on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Throwing, Lewis. Takes a hit as he fires. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. There he goes. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for space. It's Young. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Bringing the heat. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
Lewis. They've got the screen set up. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Plucks it out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Under fire. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The run inside. It's Williams. Got enough for the first. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And they'll get him down after a solid return. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Holly's always working the injuries on the sidelines. Holly, what have you got?
Texas Tech's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Makes the grab in their space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Buffalo sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have...
Oh, he's got some space. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Keeps it on 1st down. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Lewis to throw. Here's a heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. To the air, it's Hammond. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Going long. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, here on the Colorado sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Throwing. Lewis dumps it off in the flats. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Trying to get through the noise, it's Lewis. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Going for it all. Hauls in the deep ball. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now on first down from the 28. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
3rd down from the gun, Lewis. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to throw, it's Hammond. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. And they'll knock him down.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Lewis. The screen, he's got wheels. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. They punted away on 4th down. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. On the snap, it's Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to...
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey, guys, here on the Colorado sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man.
There's a crease. At the 20. Touchdown, Bucks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Buffaloes leap back on top.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And that one's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice gain before being run out of bounds. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Got out of trouble and throws. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires on the move. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Normally, I would say, fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Wide receiver going in motion. Stop in the backfield, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great push and penetration from that defensive front. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside. It's Young. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Hammond. He lost one down the sideline. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Might have a chance. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Got a man in the middle. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.